How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another YouTube video. Today, I wanted to talk to you guys about whether or not it is worth it right now to buy into helium mining, to continue buying more helium miners. And this is not going to be a straightforward answer. This depends entirely on where you live, how much elevation you have, how close you are to cities and stuff like that. So I want to give you guys the best answer that I can give you, and trying to give you a different answer for if you live in a suburban area versus if you live in a city and urban and all that stuff. So if you live in farmland versus a city, it's going to be a different answer, believe it or not. But let's get into the video. I'm going to talk about the different types of hotspots, where you can buy them and all that stuff. So if you're looking to make an ROI in a decent amount of time, it's not going to happen anymore. If you are in a location such as I am, it is pretty much populated. If I were to go to earnings, you can see there are several hotspots. I mean, there's a lot of hexes that are empty up in here, but this is all usually farmland up here. It's owned by a few people. It's just not a large area. But if you were to go over to here, you can see all the blue means that they're earning a lot. And if I were to zoom out, and you can see I'm near Philadelphia, this is all red. You can see on the outskirts it's starting to get blue and people are starting to earn more, including myself. I just did make a video that I was earning more, but I'm only making $3 a day with 3 hotspots. Now keep in mind, one of these hotspots, no location set, but it still does earn because it's a data only hotspot. I still need to set up a location for that. But as for earnings, they're not as good as they used to be. Even though I did make the video saying I'm making the most now than I ever have in 2022, I used to be making 0.5 helium a day. Okay, so it was a lot different back then in November, December. Actually, it was more so September, October is when I was starting to really make some helium. I would say I probably made about $600 worth of helium in a month, which was awesome. So I already broke even on the Bobcat, which was my first hotspot in a month. But as for now, looking at, I have 2 hotspots. So the cost of 2 hotspots, if I were to get a sense cap, it's about $500 per hotspot. And that's not including the antenna, the mounts, and all that stuff, as well as you have to find a location. So let's just say I'm at about $1,300 all in for 2 hotspots, and I'm only making about $3 a day. So if I were to do 1,300 divided by 3, it's going to take 433 days to actually break even, which is not bad, but it's not as good as it used to be. I used to be able to break even in a month. With 2 hotspots, I could break even in, probably still a month, because they'd both be making a decent amount. If you were in the position where you were in a location like up in here, where there's nobody up here, and let's say it's a flat land and you guys can get a decent location, like it looks like West Virginia, it doesn't have anything over here. I don't know why it's completely empty, but if you were in a location, you guys can see the Northeast seems to be populated in all the cities. You can actually set them up in a triangle. You can have them all earning off of each other. But we all know Helium Network is not 100% certain all the time. There's many times when it's been down and whatnot. So if you're looking to buy a helium miner, I think it, like I said in the beginning of the video, it depends entirely on where you live. If you live in New York, and you guys can see there's probably, 50 hotspots in this hex. That is way too many hotspots. This place is completely overpopulated. And because it's overpopulated, it's actually negatively affecting the surrounding hotspots, because it is an overfilled hex and it keeps having to adjust and adjust, but it's not overnight adjust where it will move to the larger hex to accommodate more hotspots. So that's why you'll see like some of these hotspots probably have a 0.04 earnings or transmit scale, and they make nothing. They make absolutely nothing. These hotspots in the past 30 days have made 0.36 helium, which, if it's free money if you already broke even, but for the people that are buying now, it's just not a good investment. So if you live in a city, please do not buy a hotspot. Don't put yourself through the pain and the trouble and the thought that you think you're going to break even in a reasonable amount of time, because you're not. You're not going to break even in, I would say, a year if you live in a city, unless they adjust their earnings, unless the price of helium goes up. But as of right now, with the market and everything, I can go look at CoinMarketCap, and you guys can see the price of helium is not doing too well, but it's the same as every other coin. I mean, every coin is down right now just because taxes and everything. But as for hotspots, if you guys can see right back there, I do have a Panther X2 hotspot. Haven't even opened it yet. I just got that in the mail. This is incredible. They actually ship within 3 days, and you're going to get the hotspot within 3 days. So in comparison to what we were at, I don't know, 3-4 months ago, probably even, I mean, a little bit longer than that, when I first initially ordered my hotspot in April of 2021, it was expected to get here in June. I didn't get it until September or August. So keeping that in mind to where we are now you don't have to wait to get your hotspots. You don't have to wait nearly as much. Obviously, if you still order through Bobcat, you can't cancel the orders, unfortunately. So it's a 20 to 28 week. That's half a year, guys. That's half a year you have to wait for a Bobcat miner from the Bobcat Miner website. Is it worth it? That's up to you to decide. You have to determine, you know, you're gambling at that point if you think helium is going to be in a better position where it is now in 6 months. So just think about that when you are looking to get a Bobcat, but that's not the only way you can get a Bobcat. You can also get one on eBay. As well as Bobcat and Panther, SenseCap is always an option. I love SenseCap. They sent me their data-only hotspot. It has been, I mean, it's an awesome hotspot, but it's not like something I can look at all day and admire. I mean, it's at the end of the day, I put it down so that it will earn money. And the data-only hotspots don't earn a lot of money. They transmit the amount of data that is provided to them. And at this point where I'm at with just my temperature and humidity sensor, it's not a lot of data. So it's like barely anything. I earn less than a penny a day. So it's I wouldn't recommend getting the data only hotspot at this time, but who's to say in the future as more devices and sensors are added to the network. And if you live in a city, the data only hotspot is definitely a good way to go, because there's going to be a lot of information that can be transmitted to your hotspot. So the Panther, $500, and it's on sale from $600, and it's a small plastic one. I'm going to be unboxing it so you guys can see. I'll post a video on that probably next week so you guys can see it. But it's a pretty small device, and it's the eyes glow up green when you power it on, which I think is just pretty cool. And that's pretty much it. The power is not a USB-C, unlike everything else. It's a different brick, which is kind of a downer, but it's not the end of the world. And there's Ethernet, USB, and your antenna. So this is just like a 3D model, but this, I'm telling you, the 3D model is exactly the same as the actual device. So there's Panther, Bobcat, and then, like I said, SenseCap. But as of right now, SenseCap is out of stock for US 915. If I were to click it here, it's got to load, but it looks like it's in stock for AS 923, and it might be in stock for 868, which is Europe. No, it's out of stock. So I think these are Asia or Australia. Do not hold me to that, because I'm not sure what the abbreviations stand for. I used to know it all, but it's been a while since I've actually gone out and tried to buy a whole bunch of helium hotspots. Plus, I'm not buying for other countries. So SenseCap is out of stock on Seed Studio. Seed Studio is the creators of SenseCap, and they're the distributor of SenseCap. So you won't be able to get EU or US, but you will be able to get these companies. But there is a silver lining. Something that I saw right before I decided to record this video, something very strange. You can actually get the helium miners for cheaper than MSRP for most of them. So the SenseCap is $519 directly from Seed Studio. You can get it right now on eBay for $446. You can get the Bobcat for $549, which it is advertised as $429. Okay, that one's a little bit different, but it looks like the Bobcats are still selling at a premium. The racks are a pretty decent price. Here we go, Bobcat for $425, and it is $429. So you can actually get this one for $4 off. Obviously, you're gonna have to pay taxes, and I mean, the Fenestra rack. So if you guys are looking to get a helium miner, eBay wasn't the way to go a couple months ago, but now eBay is definitely the way to go if you're looking to get one as soon as possible. It is a little bit dangerous to buy them on eBay because you don't know if they're going to actually transfer it. So just keep that in mind. You got to make sure that they actually transfer it to your account before you get it or after you get it. The way that I've sold them traditionally in the past have been over Discord. And you can actually do the whole transaction in the Helium app. So you can transfer the hotspot and you request that amount of money. And then once they pay that amount of money in Helium, it transfers the hotspot automatically. So it's kind of like an escrow service. It's awesome. and I wish more companies did that. But that's just, how it is. So let me know what you guys think. Are you going to buy any more hotspots? Are you going to sell your hotspots? What are you guys going to do? Let me know in the comment section below if you guys do have any questions, comments, thoughts, or concerns. And let me know when you guys want to see it. Actually, no, I'm just going to make the video anyway, so there's no point to ask when you guys want to see it. But the helium price has been doing a little bit better since my previous video, and the hotspots are widely available. So if you guys are going to buy them, go for it. If you guys aren't going to buy them, also go for it. I'll see you all in the next video. Have a great day. Peace out.